Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at Brutal from Olivia Rodrigo, and I'm going to do two separate videos. This one is going to be an in-depth tutorial from scratch, more towards beginners. But if you're more intermediate or expert guitar player, I would recommend going and checking the other video, which is just a playthrough, so you can probably just have a look at my fingers and have a look at the chords. I'm also gonna have a tab in there because this is a very simple song, and you can probably just get away with looking at how I play it. So with that out of the way, let's jump into the full tutorial for this video. So the song is entirely based on power chords. So what I'm going to do is show you how to play a simple power chord, and then we're just going to forget the power chord position and assume you know it for the rest of the tutorial. So I'll start with the actual first one that you're going to need, which is a B. First finger on 7th fret, first string. Third finger, on 2nd string, 9th fret. And that's pretty much it. That's a power chord. You could add the pinky to the string just below that on the 9th fret if you wanted. But for that song particularly, I don't think this is really required. You can get away with just playing those two first strings. Now, you might see during this tutorial that I'm actually personally using a lot my pinky instead of the third finger. It's really up to you if you feel that's more comfortable to you using the pinky. Same thing. So for the first part of the song, which is the intro, you're going to hit the B 5 times in a row. All downstroke. It's actually all downstroke through the entire song. And we're going to do that first B 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you go one fret down. So we've got 6, 8, and then 5, 7. And you repeat that 4 times, which is the entire intro. So we're good for the intro. Now for the first verse, you're actually going to repeat that intro. We've got 4 times that sentence, which is so same things. The only difference is that you don't have the distortion for the first verse compared to the intro. So once you've repeated that 3-4 times for the verse, then we jump in the second part of the verse, which starts on the A. Again, A power chord, so that's 5-7 position. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you repeat that twice. Then you go 4, 6, then 3, 5. So 3, 5 goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll do that again, the second part, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you repeat the entire verse, which starts back here. So I'll do the entire verse slowly, so hopefully you can follow along. And then that's the chorus. So for the chorus, we're gonna start on an E, which is 7 9ths, but this time you start on the 2nd string. So the first finger on 2nd string, 7th fret, and third finger on 3rd string, 9th fret. And that's your E. So we're gonna stay 2 bars on the E, and same strumming then for the verse, everything down, double everything. So you basically have 8 strokes down per bar. So for the first one, that's 16 total for the E. You can count if you want. Same thing for the B. But for the B on the 13th, we jump to the to a transition chord, which is 6-8, which is a B flat, before reaching the A on 5-7. So I'll do that again. So it was only 3 times on those transition chord. And only 1 bar on the A, then back to the E, then back to the B. And then on the new bar, you just hit the B once, and that's the break when it says it's brutal out there. So we've got, to summarize, 2 bars of E, 2 bars of B, including a transition to the A, so A 1 bar, then E 1 bar, and B 1 bar, and then B break. And that's the chorus. So now I'll play it slowly for you so you can follow along, and then I'll have a look at the post-chorus and then the outro type of thing. So only 1 time for that chorus, all right? After that, for both choruses, there is a post-chorus, which is the exact same thing that the intro. Four times, and then we go to the second verse where there is no guitar, only bass. So then there is the second chorus, which is the exact same thing than the first chorus, so I won't go into much detail here. And after the second chorus, we've got again the outro, the post-chorus. And this time, you do it 8 times. And from the 5th time, you're slowing the speed. So in terms of how much you slow, it's going to be really hard to gauge. I can't really give you, the BPM drop, but it doesn't really matter. Just follow along with the song and do it as you feel. And after that, we've got the outro. For the outro, I recommend you only play single string rather than chords. I guess you could play power chords, but to be honest, it's just some kind of, I don't even know if there's guitars, to be honest. It's probably just a piano or something, or a keyboard. But anyway, so we've got E, then G, then B, then A, then A flat, and then you stop and finish on the G. Which is kind of weird because you're not resolving really the sentence, so it's a bit frustrating, but this is how it is. Something to keep in mind at this stage is that the BPM has been reduced from the original one, so you technically stay on 1 bar each, but it's actually pretty slow, something like that. And that's it for this video, guys. I hope you found that helpful. If you did, please consider subscribing to the channel. This is always appreciated. And remember that I also have a playthrough video you can use to practice, for example. So I'll see you in the next one.